Today in the cryptocurrency news, we learned that the U.S. House Committee has asked the Facebook CEO to testify in front of them to talk about the Libra stablecoin project before January 2020. Also, PayPal may withdraw himself from the Libra Association. Karatbars, a shady gold-backed cryptocurrencies, is facing investigation in Florida, and a few other news. Let's dive right in. Hello everyone, my name is Mark and welcome to Trading. I post new video regarding cryptocurrency news on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so subscribe to this channel to get these videos in your feed. Today, starting with our daily price update for the major cryptocurrency, we have Bitcoin at $8,201, an increase of 0.13%. Ethereum is at $176, an increase of 1.15% versus yesterday. Bitcoin Cash is at $223, an increase of 1.35%. Monero is at $57, an increase of 4.17%. Litecoin is also at $57, an increase of 3.07%. Binance Coin is at $15.7, an increase of 0.96%. EOS is at $3, an increase of 2.45%. Ripple is at 25 cents, an increase of 3.01%. Cardano is at 3 cents, an increase of 4.29%. Stellar Lumens is at 5 cents, an increase of 1% versus yesterday. So as we see, most cryptocurrencies are in the green today. Moving on to our cryptocurrency news, we learn on Cointelegraph that the U.S. House's committee has asked Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg to testify in front of them to talk about the Libra stablecoin project before January 2020. So the U.S. House of Financial Services Committee has invited the Chief Operation Officers of Facebook, Sheryl Sandberg, to testify on October 29 about the company plans for the Libra project. The invitations come with a key conditions that the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, also consent to appear before the committee before January 2020. Sandberg will be the second representative of Facebook Libra Project to testify in front of this committee regarding Libra. In mid-July, Libra CEO David Marcus testified in front of this committee on matters including anti-money laundering and other compliance measures. It's important to note that the chairman of this committee, Republican Maxine Waters, is one of the most Libra-skeptic lawmakers in the U.S., and she expressed already her concern that Facebook has demonstrated a pattern of failing to keep consumer data private. Internally, Facebook had a Q&A on the 1st of October with employees that were frustrated with the direction of the company. Text and audio from this Q&A has been leaked. Let's listen to them.
Like Elizabeth Warren, who thinks that the right answer is to break up the companies, if she gets elected president, then I would bet that we will have a legal challenge, and I would bet that we will win the legal challenge. So does that still suck for us? Yeah. I mean, I don't have to, have a major lawsuit against our own government. I mean, that's not like the position that you want to be in when you're, it's like we care about our country and like want to work with our government to do good things. And but look, at the end of the day, if someone's going to try to threaten something that existential, you go to the mat and you fight. It's just that breaking up these companies, whether it's Facebook or Google or Amazon, is not actually going to solve the issues. And it doesn't make election interference less likely, it makes it more likely, because now the companies can't coordinate and work together. That's why Twitter can't do as good of a job as we can. I mean, they face qualitatively the same types of issues, but they're, they can't put in the investment. Our investment on safety is bigger than the whole revenue of their company. They literally cannot do it.
This is definitely no good news for Libra Project. On CoinDesk, we learn more bad news for the Libra Project since we learned that PayPal may withdraw themselves from the Libra Associations. Yesterday, the association had a meeting and no PayPal representative attended to this meeting. I covered recently the news that a few major companies, including PayPal, MasterCard, and Visa, were rumored to want to distance themselves from Facebook Libra Project in fear of casting some unwanted attention on themselves from lawmakers and different governments, as it becomes more clear that most policymakers and governments around the world are mostly against this project. Now, this is another proof that this project is starting to take a bad turn. On Cointelegraph, we learned that Apple, in the contrary, don't have any intention to start their own digital currencies. The CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, in an interview with the French media magazine Les Echos, today has answered to the question to know if Apple could release its own currency tokens. And he said no, and added, and I quote, "I truly think currency should remain in the hands of the states. I'm not comfortable with the idea that a private entity can create a modern currency." There was some rumor that Apple was working on a digital currency to integrate to the Apple Pay platforms. We can now put these rumors to bed, as the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook himself, has took a clear stance against digital currency owned by corporations. Still on Cointelegraph, we move to Florida. We learned that in Florida, an investigation against Karatbars has been opened. Karatbars is a German company that is claiming having a gold-backed crypto token. They launched their ICO in 2018 and claimed to raise $100 million. The alarming things behind this company is that they claim the token is backed by gold. But the gold mine they claim is the source of the gold, after verifications, do not exist. This company exists since 2011, and before launching their own cryptocurrency, they were still a multi-level marketing gold investment company. They sold very small amounts of gold at 20 or 30% higher than the market value through affiliated structure. 3 regulatory bodies around the world emitted warning about this company. The Quebec Financial Market Regulators back in 2014, the Netherlands, and Namibia, with Namibia calling Karatbars a pyramid scheme. What especially land them in hot water right now is that they are now promoting a new token tied to a Miami crypto bank without any banking license in the States and without a proof that this bank even exists. So stay away from Karatbars. This seems like a scheme, definitely. Moving on to CoinDesk, we learned that some US lawmakers has asked the Fed, the Federal Reserve of the US, to start their own digital national currencies. The Congressman Jerome Powell wrote in a letter sent to the Federal Reserve, and I quote, "The Federal Reserve, as the central bank of the United States, has the ability and the natural role to develop a national digital currency," adding, "We are concerned that the primacy of the US dollar could be in long-term jeopardy from wide adoption of digital fiat currency." Internationally, the Bank for International Settlement conducted a study that found that over 40 countries around the world have currently developed or are looking into developing a digital currency. Speaking in St. Louis banking conference, Philadelphia Federal Reserve Bank President Patrick Harcourt said that it was inevitable for central banks, including the US Fed, to start issuing their own digital currencies. Moving on to CoinDesk, we learned that Coinbase is increasing their fee structures. For the Coinbase Pro trading platform, effective on the 7th of October at 22 UTC, these fees increase will impact mostly the small traders, anyone trading under $50,000 US a month. For some, this is an increase of 150% in their fee. Account trading under $10,000 a month had a maker fees of 0.15%. Now it's raised to 0.5%, and the taker's fee was 0.25%. Now it's also raised at 0.5%. For account trading in between $10,000 and $50,000, the makers and takers fees is now at 0.35%. Not much reason anymore to use Coinbase for trading, while many reputable exchanges offer fee structures starting at 0.1% to 0.2%, even for the smallest account. Thank you to have watched this episode till the end. If you like this episode, please smash the like button. This really helped me growing this channel. I post new video on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will post a video tomorrow regarding how to safely secure your cryptocurrencies. So if you want to watch all these videos, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to get notification whenever I post new video. On that, I wish you a very great weekend.